Hey guys, Nick here, and I got a game of Modern Warfare 3 where I go flawless, which actually doesn't happen very often. I'm not sure why, but I'm not very good at not dying at all. Like, I get lots of games where I'm like 40 and 1 or 40 and 2, but I don't know, I just feel like too impatient to go flawless. Like, I still have that mentality that, once you get your last kill streak, you just go Rambo, kill as many people as you can really quickly, and then die, which is something that in Modern Warfare 3 you don't really have to do, because your kill streaks will reset without you dying. Previously you had to go and die to get your kill streaks, like in MW2. If you're running like the very common Predator, Harrier, Chopper Gunner kill streak setup, once you get that chopper, you're just like, okay, I'm going to go rush the enemy spawn, kill 3 or 4 people, and then most likely die, and then I'm going to reset my kill streaks and get another Chopper Gunner. And that worked out well. A lot of times I found I did really well when I wasn't afraid of dying at all. Like, sometimes it doesn't work, like, you're not afraid of dying, you tend to do reckless things, which often gets you killed, but at that point where it doesn't really matter anymore, I don't know, I always find that I do really well once I'm, like, willing to die. I don't really go flawless all that often, and it's not really that difficult to do, because, like, you could technically go 2-0 and be flawless. You could just like hide in weird corners and camp and not even try and shoot people. Just let them run past you so they don't notice you. But I like to get maybe 40 or more kills in a game of kill confirmed or domination or something like that. At least 30 in TDM. Otherwise it's kind of like boring. And so I don't know. I tend to be aggressive sometimes. I tend to put myself in the enemy's spawn, and that often leads to not being flawless. But if you want to go flawless and get a good score, there's a couple things you have to do. You have to always pay attention to where your team is, and that will help you determine where the enemy spawns. And I've said this many times, but people still don't seem to understand this. If you look at the minimap, you can see where your team is. The enemies aren't spawning that close to them. They're going to probably be spawning in one of the areas near them, but the areas that are open. So I can see my teammates are over there. There's a good chance right now that the enemies are going to spawn behind me. And I'm actually in a bit of a dangerous situation now, because they could spawn over where I'm going right now, or they could have spawned behind me back there. And really you have to pretty much get yourself out of a situation like that. You want to get yourself back towards where your teammates can cover your flanks and your sides, so that you don't have to try and shoot people who are behind you, because that is a lot more difficult than most people seem to believe. You can't shoot bullets out of the back of your head. I've tried. It doesn't work. So you have to try and keep the enemies in front of you. You will do much better. So if you're trying to go flawless, or if you're just trying to get good score, like a 10 or higher kill death, then you have to be aggressive if you want to get like a high amount of kills, but not too aggressive. You don't want to be in their spawn. You want to be just outside of their spawn, and you want to keep yourself at more of an advantageous situation. You want to have better cover, because if you have better cover than them, there's a much better chance of you winning. A lot of times where you die are situations like this, where you walk around a corner, you're not really sure if someone's there, they're not sure either. At that point, you both start shooting at the same time, and the lag compensation determines who wins. So you don't really want to rely on that. You want to make it so that you always have the advantage. You want to make sure you have the cover. You want to make sure you're more prepared to see somebody than they are to see you when you walk around a corner or when you walk into an open area. Right here, this is kind of dangerous because there could have been a person in that tunnel, but based on where... Look, I can't play a single game without blowing up my helicopter. I don't know why, but the helicopter pilots like to fly underneath the Reapers. It's not really a good idea. They should maybe like fly at the same height, or just try and not fly right above the people who I'm obviously going to be shooting at. And that tunnel there was what I was talking about. So when you're going flawless, or you're trying to go flawless, or you're just trying to get a good score in general, you want to make sure that you're not reckless, but that you're still aggressive enough that you're going to be getting more than 10 kills in a game. Because some people think they're total bosses because they can play a game of like TDM or domination or kill confirmed and get like five kills and no deaths. That's not that impressive. It just means you camped super hard, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. I have no bullets at all, and I was waiting for that guy to come around the corner. When you're out of bullets, all you have is that knife. You want to get to cover, and you want people to come looking for you. That spot there is kind of inconspicuous. He wasn't really expecting me to be there, so I got a pretty good advantage by hiding there. He's running around the corner like, where did this guy go? He has no bullets, I can tell, because he can read my mind or something. And he's coming looking for me, and you just stab them because that's what you do. And then, of course, by killing that guy, I get to take his weapon, and now I have a gun again, and a pretty decent one at that. I think he was using Scavenger Pro, so it has lots of bullets, and he hadn't actually used many of them. Plus, I get 2 attachments, which is not too bad. Like, the AK with, what is this, holographic and silencer is pretty decent, so that helps me out much more than 2 guns that have no bullets, because, I don't know, I suppose I could throw my gun at somebody, but I haven't quite figured out which buttons you press to throw your weapon at someone, so looks like having a gun that actually has bullets is much more advantageous than having a gun with no bullets. Pro tip there, remember that. That is extremely important if you're trying to get an amazing score. You can't throw your gun at someone. You can throw your knife at somebody if you have a special kind of knife that is aerodynamically designed to be thrown, because your normal knife that you always have, because you always have a knife, you cannot throw that. So maybe you have to get a special type of gun that can be thrown, like a throwing gun. Maybe that should be the next equipment. You have a throwing gun, so that when you run out of bullets, you can throw your gun at somebody. And of course, because this game makes infinite sense, it will be a one-hit kill, and it will explode and kill anyone within, like, let's say, dead man's hand range, so like within 100 feet or so of your gun, which would be pretty awesome, because I know some people would probably abuse this. They'd probably just shoot all the bullets in their gun and then throw it to get like awesome multi-kills, but no. Anyways, I hope I actually provided some legitimate tips here. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for some more, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.